Hi and welcome back. This is part B of the introduction to the Chris Rose Drum Studio video series. A couple things I want to talk about in this video. We're going to talk about stretching and posture. So drumming is extraordinarily physical. If you don't do it in an efficient manner and don't prepare yourself, you can injure yourself. You can get tendonitis. Just overall bad habits can lead to some health problems down the road. So one of the things that I try to teach everybody, and then I do myself in my own practice and playing, is to stretch. Really doesn't matter how you stretch. I'll show you a couple of simple ones that I like to do. Stretching is incredibly important. Again, the aforementioned health problems and injuries that you can cause to yourself. But also, if you play in a very tense manner and your muscles are all tense and everything's really tight, then first of all, you're not very efficient and you're not going to be able to play for very long before you lock up and have to stop playing. But you'll also, the other problem with playing in a very tense manner is that it comes across that way. So in other words, if you're playing all super tight, then that's the way you will sound. And everyone on stage is going to be tense if you're tense. Everybody in the audience is going to be tense if you're tense. So you want to try to play as loose and relaxed as possible because it'll just sound better. And again, you'll be able to play longer, faster, stronger, and without pain. So a couple of great stretches that I do. If you take the sticks and put them over your head like this, and you take the top hand and push down and just hold that for a few seconds, you'll feel the back part of your arm stretch out. And you do that on both sides. This side, and then you switch your hands and do the other arm. Another great stretch is just to shake like this. Just twist the arm back and forth like this and just stretch out all the tendons and muscles in your arms. I also like to go like this and just sort of twirl my fingers back and forth and get my fingers all nice and loose, because a lot of efficient drumming comes from the fingers. A lot of things that we'll learn will involve the fingers. And then probably the best drum stretch that I've ever learned is kind of difficult, so don't be frustrated if you can't get this on the first try, but it's something that can be worked up to. And we certainly don't want you to hurt yourself, so try not to do this one. If it starts to hurt, you're going too fast, and gradually work up to it. But the full stretch is to have your hands facing up like this, with your arms upside down, basically facing to the ceiling, and you're going to turn your arms over until your elbows are touching up to the ceiling. And if you can get into this position right away, that's great, and you will really feel the tendons and muscles in your arms stretch out. You can just hold that. You can raise the arms up, try to go back as far as you can, back like this, and up, and around, and back. So again, it's like this, and then you're going to try to flip them upside down. Don't worry if you can't get it right away. It's something that you could work up to, maybe go halfway the other way, and gradually get to the point where you can go all the way. Okay? Now, the other thing that I like to teach right away is posture. One of the worst things you can get in the habit of doing is to be all hunched over the drums like this. So if you play long enough in this position, then you can do some serious damage to your spine and create some back problems for yourself down the road. So one of the best things to do is to get in the habit of playing with your upper body straight up and down. Try to get your spine as straight as possible with your head up. You don't necessarily have to have your head down to see the drums. You can kind of look down out of the bottom of your eyes. So before you play, and even after you play or practice, you're going to want to stretch and try to get in the habit of sitting nice and straight and tall so that you don't have back problems and spine problems down the road. Thanks, and we'll see you on introductory lesson part C.